Hey peeps, Naisha here, and welcome back to another video. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stay. If you're not new, welcome back. It's good to have you back. Anyway, today I am going to be talking about giving my first impressions on one of the new stories that pop up on Romance Club. This one is called Of Red and Waveless Sea. And in this one, you have three playable characters, with Aisha being the main character. I changed her name to Iris, so I'm going to be saying Iris, but you have three main characters: Iris, Fei, and Emperor Ray. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Sorry if I'm not. But anyway, the summary of this new story is bonds of sisterhood, a thirst for vengeance, and the crimson walls of the Imperial City. Scarlet feels her vision. But what is it? The blood of the fallen, or the cage she is stepping into? Now, of Red and Waveless Sea is the 60th book released on Romance Club. The author of this book is Wincy, who also wrote Heart of Trespia and Soulless. I hope I said the other one right. If I didn't, my bad. But anyway, like I said, there are three playable characters in this story, with Iris as the main playable character. You can also choose Fei's appearance as well. Basically, you can make her dark skin or light skin Fei. Also, Fei, I found this to be cool. Let me see if I back out. Oh, okay. I'm about to say if I back out, but like you have to play it and you'll see how Fei looks and stuff like that. And she's the only one that looks like that because of her father, Juan. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Also, there will be spoilers, so just want to let you know. And we about to get into the spoilers. Okay. So this story takes place roughly 26 years after the events of Heart of Trespia. So if you have played Hearts of Trespia, you know what's going on. But you don't have to play it to play this story. And that's what I like about it. Okay, now Zaya, I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, has its own language. One that is slowly becoming the common tongue of Octobian. Most characters in the story speak Zionese, whatever form their words may take. There are 90 palaces and 8,707 rooms within the Imperial City, attended by tens of thousands of eunuchs, maids, and servants. The Empress holds the highest of the 8 ranks within the Imperial harem. Zhu is the Imperial surname of the Qin dynasty, which has ruled Zaya for centuries. Titles don't guarantee power. A favored concubine's maid often holds more influence than a low-ranking concubine. Okay, so let's get into it. Again, 3 playable characters. There's also, I see the love interest list, and it varies from Emperor Ray, Thong, Eleonora, Ellis. I'm just gonna call him A, because I cannot pronounce his name, and Cloudfeather. I'm not gonna lie, Cloudfeather is one of the ones that kind of intrigued me a bit and stuff like that. But she is a consort to the Emperor of Zaya, basically Emperor Ray. And okay, so she could be a possible love interest to Iris, and she is one of Emperor Ray consorts. But because I was looking at her, I was like, she looks she just looks interesting only, and then her name Cloud Feather, like, that was intriguing. I hope like we get more about her, but like, it's only 3. This story only has 3 episodes so far, so yeah. And then another love interest, his name I cannot pronounce. I'm gonna try though. Alestriel. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him L. A. I'm just gonna call him A. But basically, A, if I'm not mistaken, he's another like possible love interest to Iris. And basically, A meets sorry about that. A meets Iris when she's trying to sneak into the Imperial City. She can challenge him to a duel, and it's apparent that he's a very skilled fighter. Eleonora, I'm calling Nora for short, shows up and stops the fight by revealing that she knows Iris. After hearing this, A lets Iris go, which I will talk more about that. And then we have Eleonora. And basically, Eleanor is first introduced at the Gilded Lotus with the Emperor and his brothers. Iris noticed that she is quiet and withdrawn, and the Fang continues to answer for her. Later, it is revealed that Eleanor is not able to speak. When Iris sneaks into the Imperial City, she runs into a blind man who tries to stop her. Eleanor, his sister, arrives and stops the argument. She tells her brother that she knows that she knows Iris, and A lets her go. Okay, now she also could have a possible relationship with Iris. She is we don't know what her relationship is with Fong and Parade and Dong yet, because again, 3 episodes in, and so now we are on to Fong. So basically, Fong is the younger brother of the Emperor, Ray, and Dong. He is portrayed as easygoing and caring. Fong is introduced with his brothers at the Gilded Lotus with fake names. They are there as customers to watch Iris and her sisters perform. Dong gets the group kicked out for his insulting remarks, and Fong makes sure to find Iris to apologize. So of course, Emperor is his older brother, so is Dong. And then could be could be in a relationship with Iris, which I think is kind of interesting that Iris has so many like love interests and stuff like that. Like, although she is even though she is like the main character, I just think that's kind of interesting, because it's like, we play as 3 and stuff like that, though it seems like she's the one that has like, the most love interest so far. Now, Emperor Ray is is that wait, hold on. So Emperor Ray, like I said, he is one of the main characters you play as and is a love interest in this book. You with most romance, not with most, but with every romance club story, there are different variables that would influence a character's personality and also changes the story a bit. His variables are temperance, iron fist, are balanced reign, which means like it's a balance between both iron fist and temperance, and stuff. But like Emperor Ray is the Emperor of Zaya. When he is first introduced, he and his brothers are using fake names and are customers of the Gilded Lotus. After some insulting remarks from Ray's brother Dong, the group of brothers are kicked out of the Gilded Lotus by Iris. Ray has been married to Empress Han for 18 years and has several consorts like Q and Cloudfeather. Fong describes him as one to be respected, perhaps even feared. He has a very serious personality. Ray calls for a draft to find more consorts, as is tradition for Zaya. This results in Fei Fei and Yi. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. And Iris coming to the Imperial City. So again, he's another possible love interest to Iris, which is crazy because Iris got a whole bunch of love interests. Like she got like Fong, she got Fong, Cloudfeather, Eleanor, A, and Emperor Ray. It's like, god dang, what in the world? Okay, so Fei Fei, again, is one of the main characters you play as in the story. Again, she has 3 variables, and stuff like that, as well. Though you can combine them, which, fun fact, with Emperor Ray and Fei Fei, you could do a balance between their variables. However, with Iris, you can't do a balance. She either has to be either like a schemer. I forgot what the other one is, but we get into that later. But anyway, Fei Fei is the daughter of Aileen and Wan, characters from the book Heart of Trespia. Her and her sisters, Iris and Yi, live and work on a boat called the Gilded Lotus with their parents. It is clear to others that she looks different, and it draws their attention to her, even if she doesn't want it to. The 2 sisters, Fei Fei and Yi, Yeye? Is it Yeye? I don't know. Are summoned by the emperor for a draft to become one of his consorts. Aileen tried to avoid this by renouncing their names, but it didn't work. The sister who was not summoned, Iris, becomes Fei Fei's diary maid as a way to try and protect her sisters in the Imperial City. And the crazy part about it is I don't think Fei Fei has any love interest, like, at all. So that's very interesting. Like, she has no love interest. Again, Emperor Ray, it seems like he's Iris what can be Iris' love interest, which I think is very interesting. Um, I would, I can't wait to see more of this book because so far I'm enjoying it. Okay, now let's get to the main character, who is Iris. You could change her name. Like I said, I changed her name to Iris and stuff like that. Okay. So basically, like I said, oh yeah, like I said, with Iris, you can't balance her variables. Like she got idealist or a schemer. She's either a idealist or a schemer. With Fei Fei and Emperor Ray, like with Fei Fei, you could do balance heart, and with Emperor Ray, you could do balance rain and stuff like that. So Iris is the primary main character in the story. She lives on a boat called the Gilded Lotus, where she works and performs with her two sworn sisters, Fei Fei and Yi Yi. She refers to Aileen and Juan as aunt and uncle, but it's clear that they have taken her in as their own. Iris and her Nana Havana moved in with Juan and Aileen when she was a child after her village was attacked. Her primary goal is vengeance against the one responsible for her village attack, the previous Emperor Zuzing, Empress Ray's father. When Fei Fei and Yi Yi are called into the city for a draft to become the Emperor's consort, Iris sees this as an opportunity to finally face Zuzing. I'm sorry if I'm butchering. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it. And get her vengeance. One has been training her since she was a child, and this is her chance. Again, like I said, her possible, because she has a whole lot of relationships that she could be in. Basically, her possible love interest is Emperor Ray, Fong, who is Ray's brother. Eleanor is another possible love interest. A, who is Eleanor's brother, is another possible love interest. And then Cloudfeather is another possible love interest. And stuff like that. Also, the fun fact about Iris is that she likes to wear white and only white. And basically, well, it's not a fun fact. It's actually kind of sad. But she wears white and a white magnolia flower on her head in honor of her late friend that died in the attack, a Yaz. But okay, so that's a little bit about that's all the information about of Red and Waveless Sea that I have so far, because like I said, we only have 3 episodes. Now let's get into it. So basically, now that I gave you the content of it, again, we start off with Iris, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually like Iris as a character. I hate that you can't balance her. Like, she either has to be a schemer or idealist and things like that. I know I chose for her to be an idealist because I'm not really a schemer unless you piss me off, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so we get a little bit of flashbacks, which I love. I'm a sucker for flashbacks. I can't help it. I love flashbacks. But anyway, we get flashbacks of because we notice that Iris she's not like her sworn sisters. Well, I'm gonna call her sisters because they sisters nonetheless. Don't matter if they're not blood. But anyway, she's not like Fei Fei and Yee, I feel like I'm butchering her name. I'm sorry if I am. But yeah, she's not like them. Like, she doesn't have like a bubbly personality, and she seems like very distant to everybody else, but not to Fei Fei and like her family and stuff like that. She's not distant to them, but she's distant to everybody else. And of course we see why she's distant and stuff like that. Like, she's basically, she has her own mission. And you see a flashback of like she and her friend, they're Ayaz. Yeah. You see them like as kids, and then next thing you know, Ayaz gets killed by like an arrow, and that's all you see so far. That's like all the flashback we get, and I'm like, oh wow. And then when she's speaking to her nana, we also learned that like her village was attacked, and not only that, but that her nana also agrees with her basically getting revenge, like, for her village. Like, her nana actually agrees with like basically killing the basically Empress Ray's father. And I was like, dang, even the grandma, like, even the grandma about it. I just thought that was so interesting, because it's like, okay, this is interesting. I also like the fact that Heart of Trespia, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, I also like that it also has a little, like, part, not a little part, but like a part to play in it, especially when it comes to Fei Fei's parents, because one looks just like Fei Fei, whereas Aileen, Yi looks just like her. And basically, Fei Fei and Yi, they have different fathers. Same mother, different fathers. And things like that. However, I want to say one still treats Yi as his daughter and stuff like that. Yeah. I think, yeah, she's still treated, because like in episode 1, Dong, who is Fong and Ray's brother, he basically makes like remarks about Fei Fei and Yi and stuff like that. And I think he calls Yi, if I'm not mistaken, he calls her like the word for like a child that has no father and stuff like that. And then of course, like, he's talking about Fei Fei's skin, because again, she's brown skin, she's black. And then, yeah, he talks about them. And then of course, Iris, she doesn't care for the nonsense. So of course, she's ready for like Dong and his like friends to go. Like, she's ready for them to go, because like, he doing too much. I ain't gonna lie, he was doing too much and being very like a a-hole. So anyway, I want to say with the second episode, because like the first episode is just like at the end we find out like Fei Fei and Yi, they have to like go into this draft and stuff like that. And of course, that's what Aileen was trying to like avoid, but they can't avoid it no more. So and then what else? And of course, like, Fei Fei keeps getting looks again because of her complexion and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little ticked off, because it's like, because Fei Fei, she's gorgeous and stuff like that. However, it's like it's made a point that people just keep staring at her, and it's like, I get it, I understand it, I really do, but it's like, stop, because I'm feeling like you targeting her, and I don't like it. I'm already protective of Fei so far. However, it seems like Iris, and I like Iris because she's a complex character, because it seems like she's like battling. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I can't talk. She's battling. Thank you. Like within herself. Like she knows she needs to get revenge. However, she does not want her sisters to get hurt and things like that. And so she's basically trying to think of a way to get her revenge, but not let her sisters and the family that she has now get in crossfire, with her revenge. And I love that, because it's like, yes, get your revenge, but yeah, like, but also protect the family that you have now. I love that. Also, I ain't gonna lie. Again, I love Fei and Iris. I don't know about Emperor Ray, cause like I don't know, cause it's like, you already have all these beautiful women. Why do you need more? You feel me? It's like, why do you need more? That's all I keep thinking about. And then, I don't know, like, Iris, I'm all over the place, and I apologize, but this is just how I am. Bear with me. But yeah. And it's like, he also have love interests as well. Cause he has, like, there's only, like, even though he has plenty of consorts, there's only 3 of them that we know about so far, which is Empress Han, Q, I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I apologize for that, and then Cloud Feather. And I ain't gonna lie, Cloud Feather in I don't know why I can't talk, but interested me, because I ain't gonna lie, she gave me kind of a Native American vibe. Just saying, she's giving me, and I was like, kind of curious about her. So I can't wait to like hear more of her, like see more of her, and of course Eleonora, L. I'm gonna call it that. Also L as well, because she can't speak. And it's like, what happened there? And also her brother A, I'm curious about, because I ain't gonna lie, he looks like if you look at him, he looks like an older version of Ayaz, who was Iris, like, friend, like, friend from childhood, but like he was murdered and stuff like that. He looks just like him. The only difference is that he has white hair and he's blind and stuff like that. But like, yeah, that sounds like, that's interesting. But what else? Because again, like I said, Iris' plan is to get Ray's father, just, to get him out the way, like, just, get rid of him. And Ray, which I find to be very interesting, he basically was looking for Faye's other sister, like Faye and Yee's other sister, Iris, and stuff like that. Like, he was looking for her, because, like, he seemed intrigued by her and things like that. And I just think it's kind of messy that, like, Iris' love interests are literally, like, she got, like, all the siblings, like, again, Emperor Ray and Feng. Then she has A and Eleonora. If you chose, like, both men and women. That's what I'm saying. That's so messy, but it's still enjoyable content. But other than that, I actually enjoyed the story so far because, again, also there seems to be a villain. There's another consort. She's I want to say they call her what, like the first attendant? Yeah, they call her like the first attendant. And she's making trouble. It seemed like she's targeting Fei already, like right off the rip. Like, she ain't doing nothing to Yi because Yi looks like everybody else. But Fei, because she looks different, which I find very funny because, like, Fei's not the only one that looks different. Like, Cloudfeather, come on. Her name is Cloudfeather. Like, straight up, she looks different too. So it's like, why are y'all all targeting Fei? Is it because she black? Is it? It's looking suspicious to me. But yeah, I'm like, why? Like, I don't know. That kind of ticked me off. Like, why y'all targeting her? Like, what did she do? Like, just look different? Like, I just think that's crazy. And I don't understand why they're targeting her, because if I'm being honest, it don't seem like Emperor Ray is interested. To be honest, he's more interested in trying to get the third sister, if I'm being honest, because like when he did meet Fei and Yi, like he saw them and he was like, he wondered where the third one was. Like, he was looking for the third one. So it's like, you can already tell, like, he's going, yeah, he wants the third sister. He just picking these two just to pick them. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was kind of nice that he decided to keep them together. I was like, oh, that's nice. But like, Fei and Yi, they not having it though, especially Yi. She wants, I'm so sorry. I know somebody's probably like, that's not how you pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. I really am. But all I know is, like, I'm gonna call her Y. Y basically, she wants to go back home to her parents and to Nana. She's not with us. Same thing with Fei, but I feel like Fei, like, she's hopeful, but also a little bit cautious, and so, like, she's hopeful that things will turn out well, but she's still, cautious about things. So, yeah. So, like, overall, so far, I like this story so far. I really do. I can't wait until the next episodes and things like that. I will definitely do a review on season 1 because, like, as you can see, season 1 has 20 episodes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break it down like that, like do every season and things like that. So yeah, so far my first impression of Red and Waveless Sea is that I enjoy it and I can't wait for more of it. It's actually very interesting. And that's all I have to say. So if you stayed for the whole video, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate, like, I really do, because I know I could ramble. And so yeah, I'm so glad that you decided to stay. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because it does help my channel and boost me out there to other people so they can enjoy my content as well. But yeah, until next time, see ya!